Hey, welcome to Top 6 Football, the channel where we'll talk about the big six teams in the Premier League, the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, Man City, and also Tottenham. On this channel, we give you all the transfer news, the ins and the outs, and also all match reviews and preview. My name is Rodney. You can also call me Dam. Now, there have been plenty of movement in the transfer window since it has opened in June. We kick off these transfer updates with Manchester City. Now, I love how Manchester City and Pep Guardiola does transfers. They just ask you to name your price and they'll come get the player. No dilly-dallying like Arsenal. You know what I mean? You'll see now City done their business in January. How they get Marmoush, players like Nunes. They just ask for the price and they come get the player. Now, City have signed a player from AC Milan by the name of Tijani Reinders. Now, Reinders is a top midfielder. He's said to be the replacement for Kevin De Bruyne. City have signed him on a deal worth £46 million plus add-ons. Now, Reinders is a very good midfielder, quality in the middle of the park. He was voted Serie A midfielder of the season. Now Reinders know to break the lines with some quality through passes. He has about 14 or 15 assists last season in Serie A. He's a very good addition to City squad. City also signed Ryan Cherky from Lyon on a deal worth £25 million. Now this is good quality for money for the price that he's on. Cherky is a very good player. He can play on the left flank and he also can play as a 10. Very good player. He scores good goals too. I've seen him a few times. He's also a French international. And City's third signing, they also signed Ryan Aït-Nouri from Wolves on a deal worth £33 million. Now Aït-Nouri is a left back. City haven't signed a left back since Zinchenko left for Arsenal. And City always have used centre backs in the left back role. They use the likes of Ake and sometimes Guardiola to play left back. But Aït-Nouri now, for me as a left back, he's good on the ball, good going forward. He will provide some assists and also pop up on the score sheet now and then. But for me, not really good defensively. He's a sort of player like Trent. Good going forward, will provide an assist and score sometimes, but not really good defending for me. But also a good signing for City. City has also signed a goalkeeper, which will be their third string goalkeeper, a young man by the name of Marcus Bettinelli. He signed from Chelsea on a 1-year deal, set to be the backup for Ortega and Edison. Good addition to the squad. As I mentioned earlier, Kevin De Bruyne has left on a free transfer. He's off to Napoli on a 2-year deal with an option for a further year. And City has also in talks to renew the contract of Ruben Diaz and Rico Lewis. Now, it is important to renew the contract of key players in your squad, just as it is important for signing new players. So this is good business from City by offering Diaz and Lewis new contracts. Now we'll move on to the transfers from Liverpool. Liverpool have signed 3 quality signings. 2 from Bayern Leverkusen. They have signed Frimpong on a deal worth £29 million. Frimpong predominantly plays on the right. He's a good backup to Salah. He can come in the squad and play a good role. Frimpong is a good signing. They also signed Florian Wirtz. Now Liverpool has entered the $100 million signing club. You know what I mean? So as Wirtz is said to be signed on a deal worth $100 million and $60 million in add-ons. So the overall package is £116 million for Florian Wirtz from Bayern Leverkusen. Wirtz is a good player, good addition to the squad. I think he will improve Liverpool tremendously. On the other hand, Liverpool has sold Kwanzaa, that young defender, Also to Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Leverkusen is set to have purchased him for £35 million. Liverpool smartly have put in a buyback clause in that contract though. So Liverpool basically is sending Kwanzaa to Leverkusen to develop, as he has the potential to be a top defender, and if so, Liverpool will be the first to bring him back to the club. Liverpool has also signed Milos Kerkez, a left back from Bournemouth. Now he's said to be either the replacement or the backup for Andy Robertson if Liverpool don't sell Andy Robertson this summer. But Kerkez is a good left back, good quality addition to the squad. Now the odds for Liverpool, Darwin Núñez is attracting interest from Napoli. West Ham seems to be wanting him on loan as well. Luis Diaz has big interest from Bayern Munich coming up. Bayern Munich is said to be preparing a bid for Luis Diaz from Liverpool. Now we'll move on to Chelsea. Chelsea has signed 3 players recently. They have signed the likes of Leon Delap. He's over there with the squad at the Club World Cup. He has also scored for Chelsea already. They have signed a young man by the name of Jeremy Gittins from Dortmund in a deal set to be worth £48 million. Now Gittins is a left winger. I haven't watched him that much, but already he's a good, exciting left winger. I guess we'll see him in the Premier League this season. They've also signed Joe Pedro from Brighton, which is a good signing as well. I don't think he scores enough goals, but playing a Chelsea setup, I think he should score more goals this season. Depends on the amount of game time he gets to, because you know Chelsea's squad is really big. Now Pedro has signed from Brighton for a reported fee of £55 million. I'm not sure if he's worth that much still, but nonetheless Chelsea is willing to pay. He's said to be signed on a 8-year contract. I don't know how Chelsea signed these players on these long contracts, but nonetheless. But Chelsea is also linked with a goalkeeper. They need an upgrade from Sanchez and Petrovic. Now they are linked with Mike Mignon. Milan is said to want £30 million for Mignon. Chelsea is not willing to pay, but I guess Chelsea will come back with a bid. Chelsea is also linked with Kudus from West Ham. They are also linked with Garnacho from Man United. No bids have been officially placed as yet, but I'll keep you updated on that. Now to Arsenal. Arsenal have signed Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad in a deal set to be worth £55 and a 5-year contract. Now Zubimendi is a good quality midfielder, set to be the replacement for Thomas Partey, who is no longer with Arsenal. So yeah, Martin Zubimendi, good number 6, good defensive midfielder. He's good on the ball, he's good treading the lines, good passes. Yeah, good quality addition to the squad. Arsenal has also signed another number 6 by the name of Christian Norgard from Brentford, and a deal set to be worth €11 million, including add-ons and everything. Well, Norgard is also a good addition to the squad. Not as good as a Thomas Partey, in my opinion, but nonetheless a good addition. He's a good tackler, protects the back four quite well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Norgard in the Arsenal team. Arsenal have also signed Kepa from Chelsea. They have activated that clause in his contract where they can get him on a deal worth £5 million. So this is good bit of business from Arsenal to get a good quality backup keeper at that price. Because Kepa was on loan at Bournemouth last season, where he did well. I think he had about 7 or 8 clean sheets, played about 30 odd games, 34 games or so. And Bournemouth didn't sign him. But I think the sticking point with Bournemouth was his wages. Bournemouth couldn't afford his wages, so Arsenal got that deal over the line. Now Arsenal is linked with a number of players. There are supposed to be upcoming bids coming up. Players like Eze, he has a release clause at Palace set to be worth £68 million. Now, Arsenal can pay this release clause in installments, so I don't think there should be any problem in making a bid for the player. We just have to keep you posted on that. Every Eze would be a good quality addition to the squad. Now, we're also linked with Rodrigo, which is a Real Madrid player. He's predominantly a left winger. Now, I've seen in the media from the other day people comparing Rodrigo and Eze, but I think they are two different profile of players. I really see Eze as a number 10 type of player. I see Eze coming in to compete with Odegaard for that spot, and Rodrigo competing on the left wing with the likes of Martinelli and Trossard. They will be two excellent additions to the Arsenal squad, and I really hope Arsenal do try and get both of these players. Now, and Rodrigo's situation still. Real Madrid is over there in the Club World Cup, and they haven't played Rodrigo in the last 2 games. So something is must happening with Rodrigo, why Xavi Alonso haven't played him in the last 2 games, because Mbappe is just coming back from injury, and why wouldn't you have Rodrigo playing in the squad? Rumors is saying that after the Club World Cup, Rodrigo will ask to leave the club. We'll see about that. Real Madrid reportedly wants around $90 million for Rodrigo. I heard that Arsenal will be willing to pay about 70 or 75 million, but we'll see how that goes. So now to the striker situation for Arsenal. They are still linked with 2 strikers, Victor Gyökeres and also Benjamin Sesko. By the way things are looking, it looks like Gyökeres is the favourite. I heard that talks have been made with Gyökeres' camp. No official bid has been made as yet, but in my opinion, Gyökeres is the one that I want Arsenal to get. So I hope Arsenal do go and get over the line with the Gyökeres deal. But Sesko is a good player nonetheless. But now we move on to Man United. Nothing really is going on for Man United so far. Honestly, they only signed Matheus Cunha so far from Wolves, which is a good addition to their squad. But they have also made bids for Brian Mbeumo from Brentford. They have set to make a bid worth £55 million altogether. A $50 million bid with $5 million in add-ons, but Brentford has rejected that deal. Brentford is said to be looking for around about £65 million plus add-ons. So Man United valuation is kind of off from what Brentford is want, but Brentford is sticking to their price, and they do got some bargaining chips because Mbeumo did well in the league last season. He scored 20 goals. So yeah, Brentford needs 65 million for the player. Man United is also linked with Ali Watkins. Villa is said to be wanting $60 million for Ali Watkins. Man United is not willing to pay $60 million due to Ali Watkins' age. He's 29 at the moment, going on to 30. I really can see with Man United on this one why they really don't really want to pay $60 million for a player almost 30-year-old. But this is a predicament that Man United has left themselves in. They really don't have much to attract players right now. They have no European football or anything. Finishing 15th in the league, the squad is diabolical. So Man United really has to come up with money now, big wages and also big transfer fees to really get players at Old Trafford. The channel just kick off, so we're looking for the support. Wanted to subscribe to the channel, like up the videos and share the videos. Yeah, so that's it. Top 6 football.